The final law of lasting change: how to make atomic habits stick for life. Dear Amelia Emberhart, I trust you are ready for today's deep dive into atomic habits. You remember James Clear's groundbreaking work, right? There is a simple truth at the heart of human behavior. We repeat what feels good. Not what is logical, not what is optimal, what is satisfying. If the earlier stages of habit building are about starting and simplifying, this final stage is about something deeper, making the experience rewarding enough that you want to return to it again and again. The fourth law: make it satisfying. The cardinal rule of behavior change is clear. What is rewarded is repeated, and what is punished is avoided. However, not all rewards are equal. The most powerful ones are immediate. Our brains evolved in environments where action led to instant outcomes. Eat food, survive. Avoid danger, live. Today, we operate in a delayed return world. You can work for months or years before seeing results, yet temptations deliver pleasure instantly. This creates a dangerous imbalance. Bad habits feel good now and cost us later. Good habits often feel difficult now and reward us much later. This is where many people fail. They rely on good intentions, believing their future self will act wisely. But when the moment arrives, immediate gratification wins. If you want to reserve this pattern, you must bring future rewards into the present. Add a small layer of immediate satisfaction to habits that serve your long-term goals. At the same time, introduce a small cost to behaviors that do not. Even something as simple as the refreshing sensation of peppermint toothpaste can make a routine feel rewarding, even if it does not improve the outcome itself. The feeling matters. Success must feel good in the moment. Making progress visible. One of the most powerful ways to make habit satisfying is to see your progress. A simple visual cue can transform effort into motivation. Imagine two jars, one filled with paper clips, the other empty. Each completed task moves one clip from one jar to the other. What begins as a small action becomes a visible representation of progress. This is the essence of habit tracking. Marking an X on a calendar, logging a workout, or recording a completed task creates a sense of closure and accomplishment. It reinforces your identity. You are not just performing an action, you are becoming the kind of person who shows up consistently. It also introduces a powerful psychological force, the desire not to break the chains. However, perfection is not required. There is a more important rule: never miss twice. A single mistake does not define you. What matters is how quickly you return. Even a bad effort maintains momentum and preserves the gains you have already built. Consistency, not intensity, is what compounds over time. The hidden risk of tracking. There is, however, a subtle danger. When you measure something, it becomes a target. And when it becomes a target, it can lose its meaning. The goal is not to chase numbers. The goal is to reinforce the identity behind the behavior. Tracking is a tool, not the purpose. The power of accountability. Bad habits persist because they serve us in some way. They provide comfort, escape, or relief. To break them, you must increase the cost of continuing them. The most effective way to do this is to make consequences immediate. An accountability partner can transform intention into action. Knowing that someone is watching introduces a level of responsibility that is difficult to ignore. A habit contract takes this even further. It is a clear agreement, written or spoken, that defines your commitment and the consequence of failure. When the cost of inaction becomes immediate, behavior changes. Finding your natural advantage. Not all habits feel equally rewarding, and there is a reason for that. Each person is wired differently. Your strengths, preferences, and natural inclinations shape what feels enjoyable. Success is not only about discipline, it is about alignment. Ask yourself, what feels like a play to me but work to others? When do I lose track of time? Where do I achieve results more easily than average? These are signals. They point toward areas where habits will feel naturally satisfying. And when something feels satisfying, consistency becomes effortless. The Goldilocks zone of motivation. Even enjoyable habits can become stale. The key to staying engaged is to operate in the Goldilocks zone. Tasks that are just challenging enough to hold your attention, but not so difficult that they overwhelm you. Growth requires tension, not too much, not too little. This is also where many people fall off. The excitement fades and what remains is repetition. The difference between professionals and amateurs is not talent. It is the ability to continue when it becomes boring. Professionals show up regardless of mood. They rely on structure, not emotion.